Oh, hi there! I'm setting up my home studio to film today's episode of DIY in 5. Want a little peek behind the curtain to see how we are making this happen from a work-from-home location? You're in luck. Here's a little peek behind the curtain of how we're still making video content from home. And maybe this will give you some ideas for creating your own video content for YouTube and other platforms too. Let's do it. Hello everyone, and welcome to DIY in 5. My name's Trisha Hirschberger, and many of us are working remotely now due to events of the world. But that doesn't mean creating video content has to stop. Today, we're going to flip things around a bit and show you how this show is made, even with all of us working out of our houses. Let's start right here, shall we? Welcome to my home studio. What once was a very small home office now has lights, cameras, multiple PCs, and more so that I can both live stream and film pre-recorded content efficiently and somewhat professionally. I use a camera that I've had for ages, the Canon 60D, with a plug-in power supply accessory so I don't have to worry about charging batteries, and a fairly rugged tripod I bought off a friend. The camera has a flip-around viewfinder so that I can do my best to line up the shot myself while I'm also on camera. The lens we use for DIY in 5 was a new upgrade since the show started filming from home, and that's the Canon EFS 18 to 55mm zoom lens. This gives me options both in shooting the main portion of the video, where I'm talking to the camera, as well as the B-roll for close-ups and such. Once the lens is on, I attach this little guy, the Parrot Smartphone Teleprompter by Padcaster. Using this means I don't have to memorize everything I'm going to say and speeds up the process tremendously. I write the scripts a few days before filming, get the thumbs up from the Kingston team, transfer the final script to the Parrot app, and slide the phone right into this prompter. Pro tip, turn on Do Not Disturb before filming. Learned that the hard way. Mom, stop texting me, I'm working. Love you. I also use a Bluetooth controller to stop and start the prompter as needed. For lighting, I have a softbox lighting kit with 3 lights on stands that I can move around my room and generally try to keep 2 of them in front of me, roughly at my 10 and 2, and 1 for backlighting for a basic 3-light setup. Another addition since we started working from home was these fun RGB floodlights for ambiance. I keep this one on top of the PC tower just out of frame and the other attached via zip tie, see professional, to the back of my chair. When both are plugged in, I can set them to the same color temperature to give the background a more gradient look. Finally, I move some of my collectibles out of the way to make the scene look balanced, put Jessica in place as my stand-in so that I can focus on the shot, and we're almost ready to film. The next and perhaps most important thing to think about in any home studio is audio. To record my voice in these DIY in 5 shoots, I use both a Boya lavalier mic plugged directly into my camera and an external audio recorder / mic, the Zoom H5, as a backup, just in case the camera's audio track didn't record for some reason. Once SD cards are plugged into the camera and Zoom mic, I'm finally ready to roll. After everything is shot, I check my footage by taking my audio and video SD cards and plugging them into my workflow station. Thank you, Kingston. It's a card reader hub that allows me to read and dump footage from multiple SD cards at once. Once all the footage is transferred to my computer, I upload it to the cloud for the editors. Now, once the editors have the footage, that's really where the magic happens. Not too much has changed for our post-production team since work from home became our new normal, but if you would like to see a future video on editing and post-production tips, definitely let us know in the comments. So, what do you think? Are you about to do some home video production now? I mean, honestly, this is one solution of hundreds of how to make something like this work, but this is what we've been running with. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon with more DIY in 5.